Hello, family. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to know everything about Barca. Barcelona has not thrown in the towel in the race to sign Nico Williams, the athletic club winger who has become one of the most coveted talents in Spanish football. Despite the economic difficulties the club is facing, the board, led by Joan Laporta, remains firm and optimistic about the possibility of signing the young attacker, who has reportedly decided not to continue in Bilbao beyond 2025. The player's desire to wear the Blaugrana shirt and the backing of coach Xavi Hernandez are key factors keeping the hope alive that Nico could join the Camp Nou. Nico Williams has proven since his breakthrough in the athletic first team to be a different player. His ability to dribble, his blistering speed, and his skill in one-on-one situations have caught the attention of Europe's top clubs. However, the attacker's wish seems clear: to play for Barcelona, a club whose style of play and philosophy have captivated Nico since childhood. The connection with Gavi, his teammate in the Spanish national team, has also influenced the player's desire to share a dressing room with one of the most promising young talents in world football. However, Barcelona faces significant challenges. The club's financial situation is complex, and the margins for maneuver are limited. The salary cap imposed by La Liga and the need to balance the books before registering new players pose a huge challenge for Joan Laporta and his team. Nevertheless, there is a deep conviction within the Blaugrana board that the operation is possible, and various strategies are being studied to make Nico Williams' signing viable. Selling players, reducing salaries, and seeking sponsors are some of the formulas being considered to fit the young winger into the squad. Xavi Hernandez himself, always cautious in his statements, has not hidden his enthusiasm at the prospect of having Nico in the team. The German coach believes that the athletic player's arrival would bring verticality, disruption, and depth to Barcelona's attack, elements that, according to Xavi, are fundamental to recovering the essence of the offensive game that so characterizes the club. The coach has closely followed Nico's development and believes that his ability to adapt to different tactical schemes makes him an ideal fit for his project. The healthy competition that will be generated between Nico, Gavi, Pedri, and Ansu Fati would raise the team's level and offer more offensive variance. On the other hand, Nico's decision not to renew with Athletic is seen in Barcelona as a clear symptom that the player is determined to make the leap to a club with greater sporting ambitions. In Bilbao, the news of his refusal to extend his contract has generated some concern and resignation. Although Athletic tried to persuade him with an important economic offer, the footballer's desire to grow professionally and compete in top-level European competitions seems to have weighed more in his decision. The connection with other players in the Spanish national team and the admiration for Barcelona's style of play are determining factors that tip the balance in favor of the Blaugrana. Despite rumors linking Real Madrid with the Navarrese attacker, the reality is that the player himself has hinted that his priority is to wear the Blaugrana shirt. Relations between Barcelona and Athletic, although always marked by the complexity of negotiating with a club known for protecting its talents, could play an important role in this scenario. The mutual respect between both entities and the possibility of including players in the operation or reaching a beneficial agreement for both parties keep the hope of securing the signing alive. The Blaugrana fans are closely following every step of this negotiation, aware that Nico Williams could become a key piece for the team's future. The excitement of seeing the Navarrese winger displaying his speed and dribbling at the Camp Nou generates expectation and enthusiasm. Fans wonder if Joan Laporta will finally manage to overcome the economic difficulties and fulfill the wishes of the player and Xavi Hernandez himself. Kules, what do you think? Are you excited about the possible arrival of Nico Williams at Barcelona? Do you believe the club will overcome the economic barriers and secure a signing that could mark a before and after in Xavi Hernandez's project? Nico's talent and potential are undeniable, but the club's financial reality demands ingenuity and determination to make the operation viable. The final decision has not yet been made, but Barcelona is willing to fight to the end to make the dream of signing one of the most promising wingers in Spanish football reality. Meanwhile, the player's entourage remains expectant, knowing that Barcelona's interest is real and that Nico's desire to play at the Camp Nou could be the decisive factor. The transfer market is approaching, and the next few weeks will be crucial in defining the Navarrese attacker's future. Barcelona has not thrown the towel and continues to fight to fulfill Nico's wish and strengthen a team that dreams of winning important titles again. The Blaugrana board is confident that, with effort and creativity, the right formula can be found to secure the signing and give Xavi Hernandez the reinforcement he so desires. The excitement of seeing Nico Williams in the Blaugrana shirt is more alive than ever, and the Cules eagerly await the resolution of a case that promises emotions until the last moment. Will Nico Williams be Barcelona's next big signing? Only time will tell, but hope and optimism remain intact at the Camp Nou. Despite the growing excitement surrounding the possible arrival of Nico Williams at Barcelona, there is a palpable concern in the Blaugrana environment about the potential loss of Gavi, one of the greatest talents to emerge from La Masia in recent years. The young midfielder, whose combative character and passion on the field have won over the fans, is on the radar of Paris Saint-Germain, a club that spares no expense when it comes to strengthening its squad. According to sources close to the Parisian entity, PSG is preparing an offer close to 75 million euros to secure Gavi's services, a figure that, although tempting from a financial point of view, is insufficient for fans and Xavi Hernandez himself, who sees Gavi as a fundamental piece for the present and future of Barcelona. The German coach has managed to enhance the young Andalusian's qualities, turning him into a key element in his tactical scheme, someone capable of providing intensity, recovery, and offensive deployment. The concern of the Blaugrana fans is not unjustified. Gavi represents not only a tremendous talent on the field, but also the spirit of struggle and dedication that has always characterized Barcelona's youth players. His warrior character, his ability to lead despite his youth, and his declared love for club have made him one of the most beloved and valued players at the Camp Nou. Losing Gavi would not simply mean losing a promising footballer. It would mean giving up part of the essence that so identifies Barcelona. The possibility of PSG making a strong move for the young midfielder brings to mind other painful episodes for the Blaugrana fans, such as the cases of Neymar or Lionel Messi, players who left their mark on the club and whose departures were a hard blow for Barcelona. However, unlike those moments, Gavi's departure is seen as something that must be avoided at all costs. The feeling that a solid project is being built under Xavi Hernandez's direction and the need to retain key players to continue growing make Gavi's sale an unacceptable option. The board itself, led by Joan Laporta, has expressed on several occasions its desire to secure Gavi and ensure his continuity in the team. However, Barcelona's economic difficulties are an obstacle that cannot be ignored. The salary cap imposed by La Liga and the accumulated debts limit the club's ability to offer competitive contracts and compete on equal terms with economically powerful clubs like PSG. Nevertheless, the player's desire to continue wearing the Blaugrana shirt and his commitment to the Cule project are hopeful factors. The possible arrival of Nico Williams should not be seen as a swap of players or as a move to cover a hypothetical departure of Gavi. The Blaugrana fans wish for both players to share a dressing room and contribute together to the rebirth of Barcelona. While Nico could bring disruption and verticality to the attack, Gavi would continue to be the engine and heart of the midfield, the player capable of inspiring energy and grit in his teammates. Barcelona needs both Gavi and Nico to build a competitive team with long-term projection. Cules, how do you see the situation? Do you believe the board should do everything possible to retain Gavi and resist the temptation of PSG's millions? Is it fair to sacrifice one of the players most identified with the club to solve short-term economic problems? The dilemma is complex, but what is clear is that losing Gavi would mean losing part of the soul and essence of Barcelona, something that no amount of money can compensate for. The hope is that the player's will, his love for the badge, and Xavi Hernandez's conviction in building a solid and committed team will outweigh the astronomical figures of the market. Barcelona is at a crucial moment where the decisions made will shape the club's future in the coming years. The possible arrival of Nico Williams generates excitement, but the potential loss of Gavi causes concern. The Blaugrana board has a responsibility to balance these situations and ensure that Barcelona remains a team capable of combining talent, identity, and competitiveness at the highest level. The Blaugrana fans, meanwhile, await with anxiety and some uncertainty the outcome of these negotiations. Keeping Gavi and signing Williams would be a statement of intent, a declaration that Barcelona not only wants to be a protagonist again, but will do so with committed and talented players. Will Joan Laporta manage to maintain the balance and secure the club's future without sacrificing one of its greatest promises? Only time will tell, but the hope and excitement of seeing Gavey lead the team remain intact. Leave us your opinion in the comments.